Today I am going to be posting the first, hopefully of many, Fusion World videos. And today we're going to be playing Green Cell. Green Cell is a leader that came out back in Set 2. It was pretty mid, for lack of a better word. His SR was great, but he didn't really have that spunk. He was just outpaced by the other Android leader, Android 17, that basically did everything he did, but just better. Especially with the promo for him that came out literally the set after, if I'm not mistaken, I think. So yeah, today we're going to be playing Cell. He got two new cards. He got this first form that KOs a 2 cost and adds itself back in energy in rest mode. This card is absolutely amazing, especially when it comes to playing against black. Now before, when you would play against black, there was a really big problem with like going long with black. Because what black would do is it would play 2 cost GT Trunks that protects cards, and then next turn they would play Super Saiyan 4 Goku. The Super Saiyan 4 Goku would become irremovable, and then you would struggle to kill it, and then it would get a bunch of draw value, and then you'd eventually lose. This kind of negates that because you can just play this and KO Trunks immediately. No games, no nothing. You just get rid of it and then you move on. We also got this new 1 cost extra, which is great. I actually like the design in theory that they went with because they used a 1 cost extra. And this leader ability, where you have 5 energy add up to 1 card with cost of 3 or more for your Jati energy, it restands 1 energy, and it comes in active. It doesn't say adds it in rest mode. So you can just have 1 energy stood from the leader ability after playing a couple of cards, and then you get to use this as well on your defense or offense. And it also adds a card back to your hand with Android traits. Now, there's a bit of a problem with this Android trait. We'll probably get to it. This plays the field, the Cell Games Arena, from your hand. This card absolutely sucks. I don't think you're ever going to see me using it unless I don't have this card on hand and I am at curve. I think that's basically the only way that you're going to see me play it. You essentially go -2 to play the field, just to play it a turn early. So all you would really do is play this card, and then play the field, and then wait for it to come up next turn, and then just draw with the field then, because it comes in rested, by the way. When you can just as easily wait until next turn, play this, it comes out active, and then you switch to rest mode and draw a card. There is one reason you would play this, and that is to play this. Then next turn you get to draw with the field. Then you play this 17 that restands the field with Android and his special traits. And then you get to draw 1 more time. That curve will almost never happen because you need all of these specific cards in unison. And not only that, you would much rather be playing this anyway. And then play this on curve, again, because it's just better. But yeah, this card just kind of sucks. It does help because it's a 3 cost. You can combo it out for 10k. I can get picked up by both this and this. We also got this guy. This guy, people don't know what he does. He, when on play, you add all cards in the field, 6 cost or less, and you add them to the owner's energy. Also, all cards. This includes fields. Now, most of the time, this card you're never really going to play. And it would actually be better to play it in a deck that isn't Cell, because this card is leader locked, and this condition, for some reason, is not optional. This card isn't really good against basically every deck. It does help against decks that swarm a lot, or decks that are based on energies. Think Yellow Frieza, Daima Goku, Daima Glorio, I think, could also count. Sure, Daima Glorio, Giblet, Super Saiyan Namek Goku, Broly. Yeah, just any of those cards, really. Any of those leaders is a really good gimmick card for making the opponent be at any convenient amount of energy, right? It also ignores KO effects because it adds them to energy, so it's kind of like a pseudo bottom for green. So it helps against decks like Jiren that want to prevent KOs. So yeah, let's get to this Android condition, right? The problem with running Android cards, as of right now, set 8, we don't know how this is going to change in the future, but as of set 8, we don't really have any type of support aside from the 2 cards we just got for Cell, right? Android is not a real condition right now. Last time we received Android support, You want to take a quick guess at when that was? Because it wasn't set 6. It wasn't even set 5. It was set 4. And you might notice, hey, this card came out in set 4. That's interesting. And yes, the allegations are true. This is the very last card we ever received that would buff androids. And this card came out quite literally a year ago. 5 was anniversary. And anniversary was on February, and February is pretty close, so that's going to be second anniversary. Probably the next set is going to be anniversary, though we don't know that for sure. I haven't checked. Don't hold me to that. And look at this. This is from set 7. These cards are Android cards, right? They're leader locked. Every single one of them. You might think that this one's pretty good because it's 6 energy, becomes a 30k swing that KOs itself, which you can then pick up with this card. Though you have to be at 6 energy, so you're not really going to be able to do that, because it picks up at 5. You could do something cheeky. However, this. Chat, why are they releasing cards on their own sets that are leader locked to the leader that came out in the set? I will never, ever understand that. Because you can't run this, you can't run this, you can run this maybe. But you can't run these cards on any Android decks, and it de-incentivizes you making creative plays like adding this. And you can't do it because these cards are leader locked. The effect doesn't go through. You can't add this energy, so it's just a 30k swing that KOs itself. At that point, you should be playing Android 19. Android 19, when you have 6 or more energy, it gets 10k power, both on offense and defense. And guess what? It does not KO itself when it comes to ending the turn. It's insane. And this card came out in set 1. It came out in set 1. You can't run this. I mean, you can run it still. You can't really run it anymore, but you can't run it still. Because, it's not a terrible card. It does something. Like, dude, just play like something like this instead, or this. Which, by the way, you combo this off on defense, you play this out, you get to restand the field and play 2 battle cards at the same time. Nothing comes close to that type of, power that we've gotten recently. Because guess what? We got nothing recently. Because if I go right now, go to set 8, we got these 2 cards right now. Fantastic. Manga Booster Pack 2. There's a reprint. There's a reprint from set 4. You can see it right here. Does that... What? Oh, it just says manga set. Well, it's a reprint. I mean, trust me. Look, you can add. It's this one. Whatever, dude. You don't need the proof. Set 7. We just talked about this. This is the Piccolo deck. What were they thinking? Set 1. There's a reprint of Cell Juniors. We already have them in the deck. Go figure. Set 6. Crickets. Set 5. Crickets. And then you get to set 4. This is what we got. These are the retro supports. This card sucks. This card just plain sucks. I'm sorry, this card just sucks, okay? This card is horrible. It is a cost restriction card on green. Do you know how many cards in green alone are above 8 cost? But look at all these cards. The deck that is kind of supposed to stall for a long time and have high cost cards has high cost cards. Who would have thunk it? Look at all this. You're not going to have low-cost 5 energy cards. And on top of that, they have to be androids too. In this deck alone, it doesn't pick up this. This isn't an android. It doesn't pick up this. This is essential. We'll talk about it later. It doesn't even pick up this. This came out in set 1. This came out in set 1. They didn't even think about this. They could have made it 6 cost instead. And they didn't. It doesn't even pick up a super. I don't have 2 Android supers because I can't. Look, hold on. I can just show you. I don't have any more. Where is it? I don't have any more of these. My voice is cracking because I'm going insane. But Androids is not a real team right now. Like, we got this card. This card sucks. Just straight up. It's terrible. We got this card. This card's actually pretty good. It's been power scaled to hell because just restanding an Android field, well, you already have to have the field played and then play this on top of that, so it's not really good because it's just ramping you on top of ramp that you already have. But it's okay. And then this picks up 2... This card's actually really good when you synergize it with this. I'll give you this. This is a pretty good card. This is just... It's a set 1 card. It's essential, but it's just essentially just a double strike that KOs 3 costs. It doesn't do much else than that. and this just came out. This you can't really play in this deck because you can only play it on curve because of, we'll see in the match. I'll explain it as we go along the the natural curve. And this field is actually pretty good. It just gives you one draw value. But yeah, Android cards, like, they aren't really good. And the rest it can't pick up. It can't pick up supers, it can't pick up these win cons, it can't pick up the A cost. It can't pick up basically anything. It can only pick up all these androids that are low cost, and it can pick up all the extras. That's it. And you would be surprised, you would be amazed, jaw agape, as to how many times this card whiffs. It is absolutely horrible. But you have to play it. Anyways, I don't think there's anything else that's really needs explaining here. Oh yeah, let's see if we can find it right here. Yep, this one. I'm not running this because this has an SH condition, but it's kind of, I mean, it's good, but it's nothing like, whoa, like +5 until the end of the opponent's next turn. It's just, it defends 10k swing, 20k swings, which is pretty good against swarm decks, but that's what you already have. This KOs a 3 cost or less for 5 energy. Not bad. This KOs a 4 cost. Okay, and it's literally exact same stat line. And I mean, it might be worth it to pick it up just because it's an Android card and it's more consistent, but it's really important to get this cost of 4, dude. When you go up against black and you have to remove the field extra, or the Super Saiyan 4 Goku secret rare, lowering a cost just to make it an Android, not gonna happen, chat. Maybe you might want to do something like this just to hit more frequently and still have the Gohans here. But I mean, I won't even play with that bad juju, dude. Like, I know how this is gonna work. I'm gonna take one off and then I'm only gonna get this one and it's never gonna pop up again. Like, I know how this game works, man. I know how it works. Let's get into some games, dude. What do you want me to say at this point? United Front. We got our first game. It's gonna be against, is that starter? Or is it's Top Coup. Now, I'm cooked. Top Coup is Rushdown, so does not do really good against playing a bunch of bodies and Rushdown. Maybe I can stall the game enough in order for it to not matter. Yeah, he's playing the new card. This is so he can awaken. This is essentially replacing the what's that one card called? The 1-cost Roshi that's banned. We'll be able to, however, defend a couple of swings here. If I draw the extra here, that'd be nice. Okay, I didn't, so that's cool. Our real game plan is going to be just to here's the extra. It's going to be really to just kind of stall the whole game, and then when we get the field out, we start taking swings. In theory, of course, because, it can go, like, things, you say something, and then it goes a completely different way. The way to go. Okay, well, that's nice. Because if he's swinging with this, and that means that I can, delay his awakening. So let's use this. Try to get some value here with my cards. This KOs this. Do I want to play that at curve? So I'm thinking about playing this. This KOs this, and it ramps, but I have to break marker for it. Then I get the 4, I play this, and then I awaken? I mean, that sounds great on paper. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's just send it. Did I get a... Yes, I got a 5. So at least that crit is going to go to the awakening fund, so that's nice. Do I take this? Yeah, sure. So that's interesting. He could still awaken if he had another one of these and use his leader ability, which is insane to think about. Not looking... I mean, it's not looking good. I mean, I already said, like, this is not going to be a good matchup for me. Yeah, we struggle. Okay, he's not. So I at least get to play the field. We get to do something. We are just going to be playing the field. We're just going to get it out. And we're obviously going to have to stall for a very long time. And he's blocking. Oh, I know why he's doing it. He's planning on playing the 2-cost. He's playing 2-cost on Goku, and we are going to be in trouble, chat box. We're going to come off of this, obviously. Oh, it's nice. Good combo. We'll just get the guaranteed awakening right here. And then get the extra value that comes from getting multiple cards. Okay. And guess what? Mama didn't race no coward, chat. You know what we're gonna do? Mama didn't race no coward. And we're gonna do this. Now, we don't need to charge this turn because of Cell's leader ability. We can pick up a super combo or that 5-cost. And it comes in like that. Nice. So we swing here. Didn't get a single one of the 17, so restand the field. You know what? We'll add that to hand. And we will play probably... What will we play? Do we have an extra in the drop? I don't think we do. No, I was thinking about playing this. It's a 10. I don't want to get rid of it. I mean, am I going to play Double Strike Droids to just KO this? I mean, I need to play this. If I... Okay, let me explain the whole line. If I don't charge this, I would have to use Earth Destroying Blow to get the 8 energy next turn. Which means that I can't... I would have to leave 2 energy stood me to have to play a 4 cost. This would be a Miracle Worker if I had literally any copy of the 17s in my hand or drop. I do not have any copies of that 17, so this does nothing. I could play it for the 4 cost 20k swing. I'll let you figure it out and see how that goes, chat. This is tough, dude. I could also just play this and KO this and then swing into that. Whatever. I mean, when the game hates you, the game hates you. There's no ifs, buts, or coconuts. It's just what happens. Okay, that gets KO'd. That's nice. Just that outright. I mean, they can still play a Kefla. This gets played out. I mean, it defends it. Pretty nice. We pick up one of these. Sure, whatever. At least it didn't whiff. Hey, it didn't whiff. We can't complain about that. There's Kefla. It looks like this is staying alive, which actually helps me a lot. And he's using draw power. Okay, interesting. Interesting. He is trying to stall, so that's just convenient for me. Combo this out, we're not going to be playing this anymore. Now this turn is actually really good for us. Now that we're at this energy specifically, we can really start to get going. And I'm getting an incoming call. Alright, I'm back. Anyways, where were we? Swim into here. Yep. And then we play out this. This removes 3 to drop. So we're going to get an extra. We're going to make sure that we put down 3 costs or more, and then the rest can be extras as well. Because we want targets for this. Like that, nice. We're still going to swing. Get him to 2, so that we can use this if we want to. Now, we use this. We shouldn't get an extra back, but whatever. Then we use the field. We charge this. We don't need that anyway. And then we pass. And now we still have the energy stood for the Incredible Perfect Form. Nice. And that's a lot of draw power, dude. And then he buffs that to get like an extra swing. That's pretty interesting. And then he plays another one to get another extra swing. That's pretty interesting. Or he just wants to get one big swing. Or just that. Okay. I'm not saying I was gonna take it. Now we could double strike, try to kill him. He should have a lot. He hasn't used a single super. Yeah, he hasn't used a single one, so it wouldn't be the smartest thing to do. It's a super. Even more reason to stall. He takes this. We can still play the cell to, you know, grab the kill. So we're just gonna play the cell. Make sure we get at least an extra down there, just in case. We're going to then use this. We're gonna add that to energy for sure. And here's a little bit of creative thought. We can use this to get an extra, but we can't really use it because of the condition. And then swing it here to KO that. This will be 10 for 10, so this is the same thing as basically comboing it. So we just have to hope we don't die here. Let's do it. Now he does know I have this now. He knows I have it. So that's, you know, something you gotta keep in mind. His double strike, he doesn't have one that's... Oh, he can't even double strike. Okay, well, I think he's just dead, honestly. Respectfully, I think he's just dead. Now, we can go absolutely insane in terms of combo power here if he lets us live till next turn. He's literally, like, there's no way. He's just dead. Okay, that's a card. He already used his leader ability, so he can't play really much else. So we're just gonna take that. Super. Nice. He's card counting. But there's no way. I mean, I have this. Okay. Next game here. It's gonna be against Cooler. Cooler, huh? Now, Cooler is very good. I think he's underestimated, but I mean, he can pull off some stuff. More importantly, this is a crit leader that I kind of counter with this. I can't just block his crit swings and not have to take, you know, crits. I couldn't tell you how this match is. I cannot tell you how this match is actually going to go because I have not played this and I can't really think in my head how it's going to go. I mean, Cooler could definitely 100% just put 1,000 bodies on the board and then swing 5,000 times and then everything gets hectic. But I can also see me being able to ramp up in time. But push comes to shove. That's a really good card against me. Push comes to shove. I think I got the upper hand. I think that I don't think Cooler stands much of a chance, respectfully. But I can be surprised, man. I can be surprised. We'll see. That's a really good card to draw right off the bat because I can't draw this using either this or the Searcher. So having this in hand is essential. You can technically place 2 cards from drop in order to activate it because you would be at 8, you would place 5, and you'd pick up two back, so you'd have 5 total in your energy, and then you can use leader ability to get another one. But it's kind of pointless, because you can just go immediately back to 8 if you really wanted to. So there's not really much of a point to doing that. This is really good, especially if I draw a Soul Junior here. No, but I'll take the cantrip. I'll just play this 18 and then this Incredible Perfect Form on defense. Everything will be nice. Now this will get to basically Awaken next turn into a 4-cost, which kind of sucks. But there's not much I can do about that. I have no 1-cost KOers. It's not a 1-cost Android KOer. But it actually could benefit me considering that this would swing and then get its value based. Like it would swing and then I can swing into it. That's what I'm trying to say. I really don't want to charge that because I've been burned before. Whatever. I mean, I have to. I can't charge this because I need it for the Cooler. I mean, I can't charge this because I'm literally just going to play it right now. I can't charge the field because I'm going to draw it again. Like, it's just not great for me. Now, if I had this, I would have charged it. Now, next turn, Cooler will Awaken, and he won't be a critter anymore. I'll start taking hits, and then we can really get started. And this does, unfortunately, KO this, and it doesn't get its value. But at least I got the draw. Or he could play that. I didn't think that would count as one of the cards, but it does. It's a 4-cost Cooler. Oh. Okay. Well, that's just going to get this swing over here. That is going to get a lot of value. That is really bad for me. If I had the 3-cost first form, I could have KO'd it, but, you know. You know. I mean, what do you want me to say? We're going to take everything. We are taking everything. This is a really interesting card to play in this, by the way. It's a really good card, just baseline. It's a lot of draw power here. Couldn't help but notice. Whether or not he crits is irrelevant, because I still need a 3-cost or more in the drop. So if he crits me, I'll just take it and then hope that it's a 3-cost or more. Which is very likely. But you know. Very likely it's not guaranteed. You know what's going to happen. I'm sure we're all adults living in the real world here. And there's no need for assumptions or nothing. Now, if he doesn't awaken me here, fun fact, it's not that big a deal. Because I can't even go to 8 energy if I wanted to anyway. So I can just stay at this range. Okay. Please crit a 3-cost or more. Nice! Okay, that's a bad crit because it's an actual card I need to use. But nice, I can just add that back to energy anyway. Again, if he doesn't awaken me, water under the bridge. Okay, I mean, this just cheats in energy. It's kind of useless, though. He didn't awaken me. Again, not a big deal. We don't really need to do that anyway. We're going to do this, see what we get. I'll add it to hand. I can't even charge it because I need to save 5. So that's fine. We're going to play this. This KO's that Cooler. It did already get its value for the most part, which is unfortunate, but you know. What are you going to do? Now, things are looking rather even. I am above in hand size and life, though. Plus, I haven't even awakened. So, you know, anything can happen. See, this is the card that kind of assimilates what the extra does, this one. Except, I'll let him do his turn while I explain it. This isn't, if I could look at the stupid card, this isn't really a condition. I mean, a cost of 3 card in any battle area, you'll get that 50,000 times. If you've played this card before, you know what I mean. Like, this isn't even a condition. You just draw the card no matter what. But having to have androids in the deck in order to get your draw in, like, that really sets the deck back. Either because you don't have any androids, so you won't really proc the ability much, or because you are running androids and the deck sucks because of it. It is good card adjacent, if that makes any sense. Ideally, in a perfect world, I'll draw the 4-cost 18, so I can combo this off, and then play that off on curve. Locking in energy? Whatever. No problem. Cell is way too familiar with dealing with low energy. Matter of fact, that conveniences me even more because this gets played out and I don't have to charge anymore. I do, however, have to take this swing because if I don't, he won't swing with this and then that swing and then I won't awaken. I won't get to 8 energy in time. It'll just be bad. It'll just be bad news bears. So unfortunately, I will have to take the 35. I'm not going to take the 35, but I have to, you know, respect it. Or he could just not swing. Okay, great. So I have to take it anyway. Despite our energy being locked, that doesn't matter. We can still add a card because we are at 5 energy. And now we're at 5 energy, actually. Okay, that would have been nice if he didn't play this. But it's fine. I got it anyway. It's just kind of there. I'm going to play this route out because I need the extra energy for Destroying Blow. Very curious if he's going to play the 6-cost Secret Rare to KO this. That might be interesting to see. If he does, the Secret Rare and this get both KO'd at the same time. So, I mean, like, what? Like, it's just heaven on earth. That's what it is. Okay, we're charging that. We don't need another one. And we're playing this. Getting this in here. We restand the field. And the field picks up another card. And we can add that to energy, I guess? No, I'd rather add a 0, which I have an abundance of in hand. Or not really, actually. I'll just charge it, sure. Honestly, should have added it to hand. Because if I got a 0, I would have wanted to charge that I would have wanted to charge that instead. But whatever, he's smart hold. Yeah. Duh. This should stay alive, basically, no matter what. And if it dies, it just gets picked back up with this if I ever get to play it. Matter of fact, I could just play Beast Gohan and then this. If he KOs this, that might be fun. We'll try that. We'll have some fun today, guys. What? Like, this game is just to have fun and nothing else. Let's just make some fun plays. Now, of course, if you play 6 costs, I'm just going to be playing the Cell. But hey, I tried to have fun. That is draw power. Indeed it is. Okay, it's still costing him energy to keep this in check, so I mean, this is still good for us. I will defend the first swing, or he could hyper... That is actually not that good for me, chat. Because now it stays locked in here, I can't combo it out. I don't even have another copy because I charged the other ones. However, if I use this, I can get it back to... If I use... Oh, wait! You guys want to see something really cool? But is it even worth it to do that? I'm just thinking about the consequences of our actions and what impact they may have on our future. He could just not swing with this and keep it as a blocker. We won't take our chances though. Yeah, the smart thing would be to attack with this, but I mean, I don't know if he knows that. Oh, he could just switch something back that if you're right. Which means keeping the other swing blow is still the right play. And then we add this to hand. We cannot go past 8. 8 is our sweet spot. Now look at this play, guys. I'm gonna make something I'm gonna be really proud of. Let's start with the swing. Play Beast Gohan. We send 5 cards to drop. Make sure that one of them is this guy, as well as being above 5 costs, which they all will be. Cool. We KO this. And now we don't pick that one back up. We have to. That sucks. I mean, we don't really have to, you know what I mean? You know what? For fun, we won't do it. We don't have to confront to the social norms of having to charge to an exact amount of energy, right? Swing into here. Now we get this extra pickup. This game sucks, dude. I mean, I guess we could just do the lame one. The play was going to be this into the thing that's now in drop, so we could then play it and then have 5 energy and then use this as well. But it's just better to do this. Whatever. Just I don't even get to do cool plays anymore. Baka, screw my Baka Chud stupid life. Add to hand. Swing. Resource trading actually inconveniences cooler because he has to leave an energy stood for it. So he's losing on a lot of potential for swings, you know what I mean? We're gonna leave that stood. We can just use this. Haha. And then pass. We will leave the energy stood for this. Kinda have to. Alright, we'll see how this goes. I have 2 20k swings, a 30k, and a 50k swing. Just kind of here. That gets rid of one of them. Now what are we gonna combo here? I guess we'll combo the 4-cost KO, or we don't need that anymore. We just need it for curve. Oh! Well, that's actually really, really, really convenient, actually. Because then I just use a 5 instead of an extra. Another 5, huh? Well, I guess I can just let that die, can't I? Nah. There's no reason not to, because I have so much power in my hand. Lock this, and then swing into this. Okay, he might restand this instead so that it gets this lock at the cost of discarding a card. But if he does that, then we'll just critical perfect form anyway. And we're keeping it up in case he restands this instead and gets the draw. Either way, he's going to have to swing into this or this, and in both situations, we combo perfectly with the critical perfect form. So it's just the better play. Okay, he's going to get the draw. And nice, dude. Perfect defense. We do have this as kind of like a creative play that we can make. I mean, less creative and more just slamming it in there to KO everything, right? But I think we will just get the heal to keep everything just nice, tidy, and safe. We will get the swing here. There's not really any reason not to do this first. He can't rest anything because everything's rested, so... This is a very interesting cooler deck. It's a lot of draw power plus like a critical here for some reason. This Majin Buu good is pretty good, but I mean, it does really much nothing in this deck. But yeah, he could also be... I don't know why he's not playing the King Cold. Maybe he is, but he just hasn't drawn anyone yet. Adds a card to life, and then we swing into here for a plus 20k swing on that. If he decides to defend, he has to use a super plus another card. Honestly, I should have KO'd these two, like Meta Cooler and Cooler, and then swung into the Goku, because if I saved the Goku, he couldn't restand it to get another lock. But he can with this one. So that was rather silly of me. But we'll make it work. Add that to energy, use this. Obviously, we're going to add this energy no matter what it is. Now, look at this board right now. We have a 30, 20, 20, 50, and 45. He has to, even if he locks all of this again, he has 5 cards in his hand. He's going to have no draw power. He's just going to lose and die. Like, I don't see a way he's winning this. I really don't. Can't wait for him to FF in, like, 3 minutes from now. Supernova. Now, that's interesting. Because that does lock this for 1 energy. Though the 20 power is irrelevant because I can just take this swing. Another Supernova, huh? Now, if I bait him into doing double strike here... I mean, I can't do that, though. Because, I don't have any more copies of the heal. So I can't heal the damage back. I mean, I do, but it's in the bottom. Nice, super. Nice. Notice how I never even considered playing this ever. It just sucks, dude. It shouldn't have been. It should have either not been played on rest mode or have been like a 2 cost. Okay, that's nothing. Broly comes in rested though because I'm gonna be playing Broly for sure. We'll probably just leave this. I mean, this is kind of nothing. Oh, I forgot he could also do that too. That kind of sucks for me. He does only have 1 card. He has 2 cards in his hand. So that's interesting. I'm charging that for sure. That is essentially a 0. Go to 3. Our next turn will definitely go for game though. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry your pretty little head. So we do this. See what we draw. That could be nice. KOs both of them. And instead plays like a cell. I mean, 10 energy is not really much of a difference, right, chat? I'll just add it to energy. I need more energy anyway. So, because next turn I'm going to go for game. So this... We get the draw. This gets KO'd. Okay. Next turn, he's 100% dead no matter what. Next turn, there's no way he's surviving. There's literally no way. There's actually no way. If I had played the cell, and now that I'm reflecting on it, it would have been better. I could have played these out for free, and next turn I would have been able to play extras for free. Oh, I'm taking both of these swings, dude. Are you kidding me? You're taking the piss. Unless he swings into the battle cards. Now, he could have Death Ball. Death Ball rests this or this into this. He has to take that. Just simply has to happen, yep. Now he's just dead. We add this to hand, no matter what it is. Okay, well not, unless it's that. Unless it's that. We play this. We play the extra picker upper. And we can get this rainbow to guarantee we get something good. And get more combo power out of the way. Now we swing into here. Mathematically, this is already enough. There's no need to go much farther than this. But just in case he plays Resource Training and gets a super, we'll also combo this. I mean, this is literally impossible to defend. Okay, especially if he just has a 5 in his hand. Alright, nice little other win there. Final match here. It might sound a little weird. I would actually like to lose it, because I kind of want to show what happens when Cell goes wrong. I've been talking a lot about, ooh, yellow. Now this is going to be quite the matchup. I want to show what happens when Cell goes, you know, wrong. I can't do the starting hand. It doesn't have enough, it doesn't have like a single cantrip or something. Cool, I got another no. Thanks, man. Wow, I love this game. I guess I can just do one of these. Anyways, I want to show what happens when you, like, dead draw, basically. You know, just to show what can happen when you're playing Cell, because a lot of these wins have been, I mean, the game is RNG, but there's a lot of aspects of RNG that we kind of just, you know, skipped over. So, you know, it'd be nice to see how this deck can kind of fail and not just, like, 3 consecutive wins. So if I get 3 consecutive wins, I mean, I'll take it. But if I'm going to lose, it's going to definitely be the yellow Broly. I'm not going to be playing this for sure. I guess I don't need 2 double strikes, though. Charge that. No cantrips. Do I have an extra? No, I do not. I guess I won't play anything. I can't use Earth Destroying Blow here because it doesn't get its extra ability. We're trying to see what we can do here. Just a very standard start. If there was any time to play this, it'd be now. But I'm not going to, you know? Because right now, I mean, there's no real point in playing this because there's nothing really good to KO. And, you know, getting the field early might let me play something later. But no, like this is just way better. Because it ramps you and it doesn't neg you 2 cards. He hasn't played anything, dude. He played like 2 cantrips and that's it. That honestly kind of sucks for me because then I won't be able to get anything done. I won't get to awaken and get my pieces out. But I mean, if he stalls the game more, it's better for me, dude. Like, I'll just keep getting draw power with the field and stuff, and I'm happy. This, I have to add to hand basically no matter what. Okay, great. Good. Nice. Ooh, good whiff. Alright, nice weight. However, I could just not, you know, just not ramp. And I have like 5,000 cards to hand. I'm going to leave this active. So I can get value off of the other swings. Okay, interesting. Now, what it's looking like is I'm going to have to play... Oh! Well, should I defend that? I need a 5-cost and drop anyway. Like a 3-cost or more, so I'll just use a super here. And then just add it to energy anyway. Let's see, we have 6 energy to work with. I think I'm just playing this, though. I would like to be able to play something else, but I mean, we have to KO this. Like, this is a threat. If he's smart, he'll just super here and not awaken. Or just take the swing. That way it gets him an extra draw next turn. But we'll see what he does. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess this saves him a super combo, if anything. Okay, so he has basically no barrier cards. This is looking like this is looking really good for me. Now, he could play 6 cost into Paragus, which would basically make it immortal. And it would kind of suck, but, you know. Now, my leader does not get to swing next turn. Meaning that I get to miss out on the draw, but I guess that would just the draw would just get replaced with this. Oh, we just carrying the cards? Okay, well, great. I don't have to take a swing anymore. And I get to heal the 5. Where are all this? This is what I'm looking for. Again, that card doesn't really do much of anything. It's just there for pickups on this, and oh, I should probably use... Well, I guess I don't need to. We're going to charge Earth Destroying Blow. We don't need this anymore. What? Did I read that wrong? Then choose your opponent's rest mode leader and it can't attack. Oh, it just can't attack. It still gets switched to active mode, though. He's keeping an energy stood. I don't exactly know for what. Maybe it's just to get something like Days of Training. But running Days of Training on this guy, I don't think it's going to be good. Better to play the Paragus, because now I can just do this. Can this not attack? Because it'd be news to me if it can't attack. Oh yeah, it was the switch to rest mode thing. Okay. We'll do this. Will he go to 2, chat? No. Okay, well that's a super. We have to use this first. When you play Cell, you gotta make sure you do that first. Like, it's a big mistake you can make, but you do have to do that first. Now we do this, and add it to energy no matter what it is, and then we pass. Since it's inactive, Broly can't freeze it again. So if he just plays Broly, I can still swing with lead. I mean, it freezes these two. He has to play like a Paragus or something, dude. That's not Paragus. Like, it doesn't... I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, no matter what. Like, he's just kind of cooked, I mean. Just... Oh my gosh, dude. How do you make this up? He's just gonna leave it there? Oh my gosh, dude. I feel so bad for this guy. This Broly might even be, like, extra value. Well, I mean, let's begin, dude, at this point. Then swing twice. He can't, rest an 8 cost with 1 energy. Technically, he could if he was Vegeta. But he's not. Results of training is just 2 cards, so... Basically the same thing as using a super and then, 5. I mean, he is in dire straits. Like, the only thing that could save him, even remotely, would be, like, double Blue Power Awakening. If that. Because if he just locks everything again, then I heal next turn. It just kind of sucks, dude, honestly. Cell's pretty good. Cell's pretty good if you can get everything started. Pure Cyber Beam. Alright. Well, that does freeze one of these cards for 1. Okay. That does kind of as a 5-cost Broly, that's for sure. You can play a lot with that, too. I mean, it draws a card, restands some energy, you can might get something started here. Okay, well, these two are just dying to this. I don't know why he would ever do that. This specific brand of yellow. We'll take that because it's a really big combo. We do have the supers for it, but I mean, we're going to heal next turn anyway, so... not really much of a point. We are going to... switch aggression. We're not going to be as defensive. Check this out. We do have one of them, and yes, we do. So we can add this. Add that, doesn't matter. Then do this. Add that to energy, sure. Then we're gonna pick up with the Cell Jr. the Incredible Perfect Form. And since it can be used both on offense and defense, we can play this. And then go 10 over to the leader. Now he has to defend it. He could also play, Result of Training. Okay. I didn't even consider that as an option that he was gonna do, but whatever. He's still in big trouble. He has 5 cards to my 17. I mean, the only chance that he has is if I deck out in, I don't know, 5 turns. I mean, he casts a swing into me. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Nice. And we're taking that, of course. Now we're going to Turtle. And wait for next turn. Because all this gets restood. And it doesn't really matter if this Paragus stays alive. So all we gotta do, charge here. I mean, let me think about it. Can we switch a field to rest mode based on this ability? I mean, it's semi-active mode card. I don't want to swing with it anyway. It doesn't matter. I don't want to swing with it anyway. I would just leave it active so that it doesn't get frozen next turn. So we will just do this. KOs these two. Then we draw here. Extra picker-upper to pick up an Earth-destroying blow. And we pass. He has 3 cards in hand. He has to deal with a double strike, this Cell, this Broly, this Cell. Is he going to be able to do it? He could go for the kill here. We'll see what he does. I'm thinking we just take these 2 and then we kill him next turn. All of this is going to come in non-rested. Doesn't matter. Just combo this 5. This doesn't count, right? Oh, wait. Guys. I think he's in trouble. Okay, charge a 5 here. Play the Beasterizer. Doesn't matter. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Then get this, and this. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't going to do anything. Like, it was a fairy tale. So, I mean, I don't know why he even played it out. Like, there was way too many swings. He can't survive that. It's impossible. So to recap, Cell's looking pretty good. In theory, it's something. In practice, it's another, right? Like, you look at this card's useless. You barely use this card except on curve. You play a lot of cards that aren't androids and shouldn't be hitting as much as they should. But, you know, then everything works out and everything comes in clean. And then Cell becomes basically unstoppable. This extra does wonders for him. I mean, like, it's just the green equivalent of yellow results of training. And that card's insane. It's been insane since it came out. So like you can imagine how good it would be just on a green deck that wants to stall even more. The thing really holding this deck back is going to be obviously the underrepresentation for green Android cards, and the like their cost restrictions for like cards like this, like the lack of a good cantrip and stuff. But like when the deck hits, right? Like it works. And obviously that there's other cards that I didn't even use this once. I didn't use this once. This card sucks. And the field is obviously clutch, and you have to play it on curve. A lot of people make that mistake of playing it later or not playing it at all. This field will save you, because Cell wants to play a long game anyway. And if the game doesn't go for long, you lost. if the game doesn't go for long, it's because you're dead. All right. So adjustments after playing. Maybe just remove the Broly and keep like one copy of. Definitely, 100%. Try to get the 9 cost double striker if you have it, because not only does it heal on top of this Cell heal, it also like KOs all cards instead of just KOing 2, and that helps a lot. So because instead of playing this Cell, which is still an Android and it still like hits on stuff, you basically just charge it every single time though, because again the ability's not the best. You can just play a 9 cost Broly and KO everything that's 2 cost or more, which is basically any threat in the game. But yeah, aside from that, like, this deck is great. I really like what they did with the extra. I just wish that they gave androids more love and support, like, in general in this game. But that's about it, man.